Are you ready?
Baby, I'm always ready. Whether it makes you laugh, cry, scream, or fly, there's a song for every emotion. We're Mike and Priya, and we talk about the songs that make up the soundtrack to your life. Because life is in the lyrics. Okay.
Oh boy, little listeners, this is Mike and Priya, and we are coming at you today. Unscripted.
Unscripted, yes.
Unfiltered, as always.
That's typical.
And unprepared.
Oh,
We were
don't
like-
tell them that.
This morning we were like, should we do an episode today? Because we're going to see actually the art opening for one of our very own guests, Katie Preddy.
Yeah.
She was was she our first guest?
Yes.
Our very first guest. And she has her art opening today. And I said, Mike, if we want to do an episode tomorrow, today, then what are we going to talk about? And what did we end up with?
We said, let's just shoot the shit.
Yeah.
Let's just banter the fuck out of this episode.
And based on the last few episodes, which you were just saying about when you're editing, what is the problem?
Is that we yabber on and on and on.
So I said, hey, that ain't no problem for us.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's
You
just
said,
be
hey.
let's just be our damn selves.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be ourselves like we usually are. That being said,
Right.
it's a relief not to invest so much time doing our research.
So much time. Because it's not just research, is it, Mike? It's extensive research.
It's extensive.
And by that, exactly what do we mean?
Google.
Yeah.
Google.
A girl.
Girl.
It's a lot of Googling.
It is a lot of Googling.
And you know what? Sometimes the Google could be wrong.
Sometimes it can. Yes.
We do generally check across multiple sources, but we don't fact check per se.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, what is fact checking?
Well,
Like, what would that look like for what we do?
I don't even care.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I feel like, so you just said we do check over several platforms or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we don't. We just click on different links on our Google.
Well, that is a different platform. Like the Rolling Stone is a different platform from Billboard magazine's website. Different sites, platforms,
Whatever. Semantics.
Semantics,
Yeah.
semantics.
Yeah. So yeah, when we were chatting about what to talk about, I was also thinking, well, we're on episode 72 or something
Yeah.
like that. And what have we learned as we've gone through
Great
71 episodes?
Great question, Mike. I fear the answer is nothing.
No.
that's not true for me. I was
No.
saying for you.
Oh, okay.
Because you seem as dumb as you were thinking.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
burn. Okay. All right. Well,
Things are getting spicy here.
yeah.
Okay. I was joking.
Whatever. I don't care.
Oh, Oh, if you don't care, why are you getting so bitchy?
I'm not. Because I'm kind of thinking there might be some truth to that, but I feel like
No, there's
do.
not.
I do feel like I've been enlightened on a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, and I actually have something to say about you, which is like, I often have things to say about you, but I have some good things to say about you.
Oh, wow. Is it my birthday?
Not yet. Oh, shit, I got to come up with new good stuff for then.
Yes. Yeah.
That's only 2 months away.
I know. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
2 months. No.
May, March,
June.
April, May, June. Okay, 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm jumping
got
ahead of
time.
myself.
You got time. All right. So what is this great stuff you have to say about me?
Well, when we get into the bulk of the discussion, then
Oh.
I will talk about the things that we've learned
Okay.
because I think it's really interesting the way we both approach.
Yeah. I was thinking about that today as well.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to hear what you got to say about that. Okay.
Well, before we get into some of that stuff, I have some things to report on. So our International Women's Day episode came
Yeah.
out and got some feedback
Oh, okay.
from my mother.
Did she post "I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar"?
That is correct.
Yeah. Didn't
I
we
saw
talk about that song last year?
Yes, we did.
And what did I say about that song?
Yes, you
Yeah.
said.
I really don't like that song.
That's right. You don't connect with it.
I
You don't
don't.
like it.
I find it very, like the melody, the rhythm, everything about it,
Uh-huh.
it's like nails on a chalkboard for me.
Okay.
The message, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
But
Liberation.
Katy Perry did it better with Roar. Just
Oh,
Roar.
okay. Okay.
Right?
Roar.
Roar.
Well, my mom.
Drawer. Drawer? Ooh.
Mm,
Drawer.
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 Oh, this is one of the words I can never say right.
Rivalry.
That's the one for Mike. All right.
Okay, so my mom said that she was quite surprised and disappointed that we did not have that song in our International Women's Day
Been
roster.
there, done that, Vi.
That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
She skipped right over that comment and she went.
She doubled down.
She
doubled down. Doubled down? Or doubled down?
Doubled down. Doubled down.
Doubled down on it. Downed.
Yeah, that's what she did. And she went into an explanation as to why. She was shocked that you did not have that on your list.
Right.
She thinks that you need to go back and read the words.
Okay.
And really understand what the song was about. Because basically, according to my mother, I have not fact-checked this.
Okay.
But according to my mother, this was the start of the women's liberation movement in terms of it being in the pop culture.
Okay.
Apparently, Helen Reddy was a trailblazer.
Seems to be.
She hung out with Gloria Steinem.
Yes. Yep.
So my mom wants you to do some
research. I'm doing it right now. I'm doing this extensive research as we speak. And it says this iconic 1972, that's my birth year, #1 song for Australian Helen Reddy. She became the first Australian to win a Grammy Award. The Grammy Award. Anyways, it says the Grammy Award. I don't know for which. And whose song became the unofficial anthem of the women's lib movement. Okay.
There you go.
I get all of that. And I stand by my dislike of the overall.
Hear me roar.
In numbers too big to ignore. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, that's just a little bit
sorry,
of.
Vi.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there anything exciting that we need to share about what's happened in our lives? Anything interesting? I really don't have much to report.
What? Really?
Not really.
Okay. Well, I have a thought.
Oh, boy. I was trying to cut this off at the knee.
Okay. I can save it for another episode.
No, bring it on. Just because my life is dull as... No, I just don't have anything really popping, you know?
Well, in episode 71, where we talked about TV show theme songs.
Yes.
We were talking about one of the songs that was on our list was Laverne and Shirley.
Yes, shlimazle.
Shlemiel, shlimazle.
Harkin Park Incorporated. Heffen Pfeffer Corp, something like that.
Yes. And so I thought I would do a little digging and do a little research to get the backstory on that song.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
And so, of course, I went down that rabbit hole.
There's always
a rabbit hole. Jerry.
By the way, sorry to interject. Kaya went down a rabbit hole this week in the valley, like a literal rabbit hole, and came up with a rabbit's foot in her mouth.
Oh, wow.
Dismembered already. But
God.
also I was
She dismembered it?
No, it was, I hope she didn't, but
was
it still had its, but it had its fur on it and I was disgusted. Okay, sorry, continue.
Well, it's funny we're talking about rabbits because Hassenpfeffer Incorporated are part of the song at the beginning. And Hassenpfeffer is actually a German word for rabbit stew.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
That is a bizarre word to have in...
Right. So the history behind that opening is that Gary Marshall wanted to film the opening for that show. He wanted to film that sequence. And so they kind of threw together the sequence. And he just said to his sister, Penny Marshall, he just said, just teach Cindy that song he used to sing on the way to school. So Penny Marshall taught that song to Cindy and they did 2 takes and that was it. So
oh, wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, shlemiel, shlimazle, Hassenpfeffer. Was it? I can't even say that. Hassenpfeffer Incorporated.
Okay.
And so they just did it because they thought it would be funny.
Right.
As an opening, which it is.
It is.
And it's iconic. And so guess what shlemiel and shlimazle mean?
Shlemiel, shlimazle. Is it another kinds of food? Other foods?
No. Shlemiel and shlimazle are two Yiddish terms. Shlemiel is an inept, clumsy person, and shlimazle is a very unlucky person.
Okay.
And in an interview that I saw, a video clip of Cindy Williams and Penny Marshall talking about the show and talking about that opening in the song, Cindy describes Shlemiel and shlimazle as Dumb and Dumber.
So Lenny and Squiggy. They were pretty much the Dumb and Dumber on that show.
You and me?
Well, we're talking about that show.
Circling back.
Okay.
Circling back to what you said about at the beginning about whether I've learned anything. I could be the dumber.
How my words have come back to bite me in the ass.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I thought I'd share that with you because I thought it was kind of interesting to see that shlemiel and shlimazle, thought it was interesting to learn that shlemiel and shlimazle are actual real words.
They're real words.
They mean something.
Okay.
And
like putz and mensch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Hasenpfeffer is actually a real word as well.
None of that explains why any of those things are in the opening. It just seems so weird. I mean, you did explain, but it's such a hodgepodge of things.
Yeah, they just thought it would be funny.
And it was.
Yeah, it was funny.
Right.
So Rabbit Stew Incorporated. There you go.
So weird.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay, guys. Well, this is the second episode of us doing our little new segment, our new little segment, maybe I should say, on The Voice. So let's see what we had to say this week.
All right, little listeners, it's Mike. I'm here doing the voice note this week because Priya is away tanning her bodacious body somewhere on some beach down south. So you're stuck with me. Full disclosure, I don't really know what I'm talking about with this show. I don't know what's going on. They're doing these battles. The people got picked for a team, and then they have to sing together, and then the judges decide who gets to stay, and then they have these steals. It's all kind of whatever. But I will say, it was a lot of fun watching them sing together. Did I know most of the songs? No, can't say I did. Which just basically reminds me that I'm a little out of touch with whatever's happening in the music scene. Or maybe they're singing songs that are old and I'm so far advanced, who knows? So if you're into music and you like reality TV shows, then you should definitely tune into this because there certainly is a lot of talent. I'm not so sure about the judges and the dynamic there, but whatever, you should judge for yourself. So watch the show, send us a message. What's your take on The Voice Battles of the Champion or whatever it's called? And next week, Priya will be back and she'll have all kinds of advice and expertise. All right, well, let's move it along, shall we?
Let's move it along. Mike, you said you have a new song.
I do, yes.
I'm very excited to see what this is.
I'm going to play it for you. We'll be right back, little listeners.
That was an excellent
Is that a bop
song
or
choice.
what?
That is definitely a bop.
Friggin' love that song.
Mike actually got up out of his seat and was dancing around for the whole thing.
I was busting.
He was busting a move.
So that was Electricity by Dua Lipa and Silk City, written by Mark Ronson.
Okay.
That came out in 2017.
What?
Yes. I do not remember ever hearing this song.
Never heard it. How did that not make the airwaves?
I have no idea.
Wow.
But I came across it because so there were the Brit Music Awards and Mark Ronson was recognized on the show.
Okay.
And so they did a montage of a whole bunch, and he performed as well.
Right.
They did a montage of some of his songs, including Amy Winehouse, one of your faves. And Dua Lipa sang that song live. Oh my God, it was so good. She came out of the ceiling. She came down on this crystal ball.
Yeah.
And to a center stage. And then...
Was it a wrecking ball?
No, that's Miley Cyrus.
All right, okay. Yeah. Just wondered.
It was great, though. Great song, great performance.
I'm going to have to look that performance up because I want to see that.
So good.
Great song.
So, yeah, that's been my bop all week.
Yeah, I can tell because you knew all the words to it already. Honestly.
It's really been on repeat.
It does not take you long to learn lyrics.
No.
Impressive.
But
ask
not
him
bad
to read
for an
something off a paper, read something that's written in front of him. Can't get through it.
You don't have to spill the tea.
That's what we're
That's
all
what
about
we're doing here. Okay.
That's what we're all doing. Okay, should we get on with the shooting the shit?
Yeah. Let's shoot this shit.
As we are wont to do today.
Yes. Okay. So just played a song for you.
Yes, you did.
And got up and I did some dancing.
Yes, you did.
When I feel the groove, I just want to dance.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you. Because this is kind of music related, although it's not necessarily about what we've learned. But when I think about it and I reflect on a year of talking about music.
Right.
And some of the things we have talked about, like what's come up is, music lists or what are they? Song lists? No, playlists.
Okay.
We talked about playlists where, we put music on and we work out to or we dance to
or we
get down to business.
Yeah, slap skin to.
Yeah. I was thinking the other day about at what age do you age out of dancing in public?
Oh. That is a great question. And I was thinking of that strangely enough recently because my goddaughter Maya is coming here for a weekend with me in April.
All right.
She's coming for Easter weekend, actually. And that was her idea. She was saying to her mom, she was like, hey, can I go and spend a weekend with Auntie Priya? So anyway, so she's coming to spend a weekend with me. And I was like, oh, I wonder if there are any places we can go for like a Taylor Swift dance party night or something. And then I thought, well, wait a second. First of all, she's probably too young to get into clubs because she's 16. And I was like, and should I be with her at a club dancing? Would that be weird? Like, I just visualized it and I thought, what would that look like?
Remember when we went to that Taylor Swift dance party thing?
Yes. That's what that would look like.
Yeah, that's what it would look like. And I was
oh my God.
Pretty much the oldest one in the room, almost.
Well, both of us. I mean, we're not far apart in age, but we did look like the chaperones.
Yeah, we did.
We also did get some friendship bracelets though, and people were chatting and very friendly group.
Yeah, and did we dance?
We sure did.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
So
it was fun.
Yeah. But it did get me thinking, like, so a couple of episodes ago, I was talking about going out and how long it's been since I've been out and going to places and kind of bars and dancing and kind of like feeling awkward and old. And I, for some reason, I was thinking about that this weekend as well, or I was thinking about that this week and thinking, have I aged out of dancing in public?
No. First of all, you are an excellent dancer. So no. If you were a terrible dancer, then, well, whatever. Like people dance, they're just feeling it,
Feel
right?
the groove.
I don't think that there is such a thing as aging out. What I think there is that there's not really dance clubs that, all the dance clubs are taken up by all the teeny boppers and stuff, right? Like the 20-year-olds. And so it's really hard to find a place where you walk into it and you feel like, yeah, I'm going to groove to the music with all these people that are around my age, because you actually walk into a room and you're like, oh, yep, I'm clearly the oldest by like 15, 20 years here. Yeah. But also, who cares?
No, well, that's the other part though, right? Because we've also talked about getting older and not giving, running out of fucks to give and not giving a shit about.
There's so few of them left.
But here we are talking about this, and it is on my mind. I think one of the things we should do is probably not think about going to a club, a dance club. Maybe that's part of the problem.
But then where else do you go to dance?
Well, but that's the weird thing about Toronto. We're so bloody conservative. You can't have a dance floor in a place that's not in a designated area of Toronto that's a club area.
What do you mean? What does that mean? Like
it means that Toronto bylaws won't allow bars to have dance floors unless they're bylawed. And that's restricted to certain parts of Toronto.
I had no idea about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also I don't think most places follow those rules. Like they might not have
don't see that.
That's just a stupid rule.
It is stupid.
Peak Toronto.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, Dawn and I went to Montreal.
Yes.
And we went to this event for the swimming competition thing.
Right.
And these people in Montreal, they just get up and dance at these restaurants and bars. They have fun.
Like it was just a restaurant?
Yeah. And music was playing. They had a DJ going and people just got up and danced. And Don was saying actually today, he said, it's funny how in Toronto you don't really see that. Or no, he said, it's funny. He can't see his swim team doing
that
that here in the bars in Toronto. Yeah.
Do you know what's funny too is that this is so strange how the idea of dancing has been in our heads, unrelated to one another. But I was thinking this week that I feel like I want to have dance parties at my house.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, I mean, just invite some friends over once a month or twice, whatever, and just say, we're going to have a collective dance party. Everybody can send me 3 song choices and I'll make a playlist and we'll just dance all night and just have fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I do really miss dancing, but at the same time, as we discovered, going to that concert, we don't rate in lines. We are
no.
We are not doing that.
No.
And I don't know that you can really VIP it going into a dance club.
You could just VIP it at home, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've talked about this before, but there have been times when I've been out with my music playing and I've been on the subway or whatever, and a song comes on and I'm just like, yeah, I feel it. Yeah. I'm like,
do you do that? Do you bite your bottom lip like that?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes when I've got the music going and if it's like, yeah, that feels good. I like it. And I just want to bust a move.
Yeah.
So.
Sometimes I was walking Kai yesterday and she was doing her business. She was smelling first and then she eventually did her business. But I was standing there for probably about 20, 30 seconds. And I was dancing kind of because I was listening to some music and I was like, yeah, this is a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I love the dance part of it. And I thought, why do I need to worry about finding a place to go dancing? Just have people over or go to a friend's house and make our own little dance party. I mean, I have my own dance parties at home by myself.
Yeah.
And the dogs do not like that.
No. Riva, when I get music on and if I start dancing and singing, Riva thinks that's playtime.
Oh.
But then also sometimes when I come home and I'm talking about work and I get too animated because I'm frustrated and annoyed, Riva also responds the exact same way. So I don't know if she knows the difference between angry Mike
Riva.
or happy.
It's basically any increase in energetic levels. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
Yeah. One track mind, Riva.
So that's a little music thought that I have.
Yeah. Okay. So we talked about this episode being just, like our kind of thoughts on what have we learned or maybe how have we changed or.
Well, that was one of my thoughts just now.
Yes. And yes. And I was reading some snippets of an interview that Harry Styles did with Zane Lowe from Apple Music about his new album. And I thought this was really interesting in terms of what music means to him.
Okay.
So this is a quote he said. And to put this into perspective, he was at a party and this girl had come up. He was talking to some woman and she had never heard Paul Simon before. So she was talking about a song that she'd heard of his and how she really loved it and was obsessed with it. And then he said, well, have you ever heard Bridge Over Troubled Water? And so he played that for her. And she was just like amazed by it. So then he said, quote, watching her listen to it for the first time felt like I was just watching someone see in Technicolor or discover magic. There was something in that moment that reminded me of, by making music, what you're investing in. And it's songs that go so beyond our lifetime. I think it's like people who will be listening to this song when those artists aren't around anymore. And I think acknowledging that making music is just adding something to this world of things that is waiting for people to discover. That's the point. That is what the joy is. Along with Bridge Over Troubled Water, he also played Simon and Garfunkel's Kathy's song for this woman whose name was Carla, which inspired him to name a track on his album after her.
Oh.
So I thought that was kind of cool. And kind of interesting that he was talking about the impact of music and that it's not just about you and your career, but it's about contributing something to history. The final quote is, maybe someone hears a song of yours and goes, this song's going to be in my life forever. That is kind of it. Like that is enough. I don't ask for any more than that, really.
Yeah.
I thought that was
That's
kind of
great.
So cool.
Yeah, very insightful and reflective, personal.
Yeah. As opposed to another big star that really put his foot in his mouth this week, and that was Timothée Chalamet.
Oh,
did you hear what he did?
I saw some headlines about that. He said something about ballet or opera.
He said
or
something about wanting to be, he loves being in films, blah, 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 because I don't want to be in a field like opera or ballet that nobody cares about anymore.
Oh.
And then there was media backlash. Right. And I was like, you really put your... And his mother was a dancer with the National Ballet of whatever city, New York, maybe, I think. So, yeah, he was in the headlines for very wrong reasons, but I thought this was a really cool moment hearing Harry Styles talk about that, because you don't often get to hear musicians talking about what music means to them and what they hope their legacy will be, you know? So when we decided today to just talk about what have we learned and how have we changed our approach or whatever, evolved, I thought this is a good time to bring up this this quote.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's when you were talking about that, when you were reading the quotes, it had me thinking about, and of course, Harry Styles was talking about it from the perspective of the creator, but as a consumer of art, it had me thinking about how I feel. How do I decide consciously or unconsciously whether I like something or not, like music or visual art or something?
Yeah.
And, you know, that song that I played for you just now, Dua Lipa, that just makes me want to get up and dance.
Right.
I feel that song.
Yeah.
I feel that kind of music.
Like it physically makes your body need to get up and move.
Yes. And so there are artists, you know, I've banged on about Carly Rae Jepsen. I've banged on about other artists that
Robin.
Yeah. When I hear their music, it just makes me want to get up and dance.
Yeah.
It's a physical kind of response, and maybe neurons are sparking or whatever. It's that kind of response. And I have a similar response to visual art. You know, when you go into a gallery and you're looking at pieces of art, there's some art that just naturally speaks to you, and that you just have a response to it.
Right. We talked about this very briefly in the last episode. There was a point where I was, you had asked me where I find all the time to watch TV and stuff. And I said that I feel so strongly about the arts, like they are so integral to shaping us into human beings as opposed to just automatons. And I completely agree, like with any art, visual art, we're going to see this art show today. I'm very excited about that. Going to see opera, like classic opera. When you see something that has been performed that way for hundreds, sometimes thousands of years, I don't even know, like, if you don't care about history, then I guess it doesn't have any impact on you. But for me, it's just kind of like I'm experiencing something that humans have experienced for thousands of years in the same way that, like, it has not changed. Like, sometimes they do updated versions of things and all of that, sure. But the sound book, the story, the way, the language it's told in. I just find those kinds of things fascinating, which is also why I love traveling. You're seeing different cultures and history. You know, you're seeing where we all came from, which is, to me, just mind-boggling if I think about it.
What's your legacy?
Oh.
What are you leaving behind?
If anything, what I would want people to remember me for is somebody who could make them smile or laugh even in really hard times. I don't know that I have much more of a legacy to leave behind than that. Somebody who cared about the world, you know, outside of herself.
Yeah, I asked the question because you just were talking about, you know, opera and these kinds of musical scores and songs that have lasted through time. And Harry Styles talking about his legacy. And I was thinking, I don't know if I'm going to have anything I'm going to leave behind. Eventually, it'll just be. Anyways, that's a down. That's a
well,
bit of
when
a
you
downer.
think about that, I don't know if that's a downer, really. I just think about what legacy can we even hope to leave? We are just like a grain of sand in this fucking incredibly huge planet, solar system, galaxy, universe. Like, to me, I don't ever think about the legacy I leave behind. I just know that I want to leave the world better or the same, not worse, for having been in it.
Right.
That's all.
Okay.
Deep thoughts,
Deep
guys.
thoughts,
and I'm not
people,
even high.
Deep thoughts. No.
Okay. I want to ask you, so you said that you were thinking how differently we approach our episodes or just even our research, whatever. So I want to know what your opinion on that is, and then I will give mine.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Because I do all the editing, after we've had these conversations and a bit of time to, you know, have a distance from that conversation, when I go back to the episode and I'm listening back to how we approached, I find that sometimes, more often than not, I have, I'm not going to say it's theoretical, but I just have a different kind of approach to the information that I bring forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I've noticed too.
Oh, okay.
Because even last week and even today, when you looked into that Laverne and Shirley song and the meaning of the shlemiel, shlimazle, Harkin, Park, Incorporated, okay? That's how it is in my brain.
Yeah.
I would never have, it just wouldn't occur to me necessarily to go down that, even though I still don't know what they mean, but I didn't look it up.
Yeah.
And also, for example, last week's episode, you looked up the, when did special days become a thing? And when did International Women's Day become marked on the calendar? I thought that was fascinating information. And I was glad that you had done it. And I thought, oh, how did it not even occur to me as we're celebrating this day to look into the origins of it?
Right, yeah.
So I found that was really interesting that you do approach it from almost more of an intellectual or historical.
Anthropological.
That's that's actually a perfect word of it for it. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember also way back when in our episode on how music affects your brain, and you had researched like this incredible interview and stuff. So I find it, sometimes I worry, like we come in here and I'm like, okay, well, what are we going to say? We're going to say all the same things. But I'm always pleasantly amazed at how different our approaches and our content is.
Well, it's because we're here to edutain.
That's right.
That's
and we're
what
not
we
the
do.
same people.
No, we're not.
We're two different people.
Yeah. You're dumb, I'm dumber.
That's right.
You're shlemiel and I'm shlimazle.
And together, we're Harkin Park Incorporated.
There we go. That's right. Yeah.
So what do you think I bring to the table that is different from what you bring? Can't wait to hear what he says.
What do I think you bring? Let's see.
And we're back. That was 20 minutes of him having to think about it.
No, I'm trying to think about the words to use because we just bring different viewpoints.
Right.
And you're more of a consumer of
pop culture?
You're more of a consumer of pop culture. And I consume it, but you're invested in it in a different way because you've worked in it, right?
Yeah.
And you spend a lot more time watching TV and reading these pop culture magazines and getting that kind of information. I used to, look at Entertainment Tonight or whatever. I used to watch all those shows and stuff like that. But quite frankly, I just feel like on the one hand, arts and culture are really important for healthy societies. But on the other hand, I'm so tired of these award shows recognizing the same people. And it's like, I'm sure they're doing a great job in their craft, but it's such a big friggin' deal. And it's like, is it a big deal?
Yeah.
We make out that they're doing something that's so important. Is it more important or any less or more important than what a teacher does?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well,
or what a nurse does, or, there's lots of things in our society that deserve recognition.
Right. I agreed with you until you were while you were saying we recognize the same people over and over again. And I think that is kind of the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Is like, there aren't just the 10, big women that we hear about all the time. It's not just Dua Lipa and Ariana Grande and Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter. Like, there are all these other...
Those are the only ones we ever talk about. But anyways,
there are so many incredibly talented women outside of...
And men.
And men. Like, there are so many talented artists. I saw this on Instagram, and this is probably what has prompted this thought. This woman, she was a Black woman, she was lamenting how few artists of color are recognized. And I thought, then I was thinking, like, are there any artists of color who are pop stars? I mean, sure, we have R&B stars. Okay, let's talk about, Beyonce was the only one I could really think of. But Jennifer Hudson, would you call her a pop star? First of all, I don't know if she's making new music because she has her talk show. But Also, she could still be making music, and maybe it's on the soul charts or
Right,
the
right.
R&B charts, and maybe they don't get as much airplay. And I thought that is a very interesting angle that I have never really thought about. But now when I
hmm
was forced to think about it, I thought, how many, except for the K-pop invasion,
Well,
how
but
many artists of color are there that are really in mainstream pop
okay,
music?
so her argument was that they're not reflected in the mainstream pop music genre.
She wasn't saying pop, but she was saying
Okay.
they're just not being recognized and nominated in the same
Mm,
numbers as their white counterparts are.
okay.
And I
Maybe.
feel like you've said something like that similar about
Yeah.
Taylor Swift,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah. But I say maybe, but not because I doubt it,
Hmm.
but because the um well, I guess I don't know about this argument. I was going to say maybe the people of color are being recognized, or they're more prolific or more recognized in the genre where they might be more, where there might be more of them. Like,
Hmm.
we talk about how we don't know anything about rap music.
Yes.
Well, the Grammys are known to be, or the Grammys have a history or a reputation to be
Hmm.
kind of like, jaded. And is it the Grammys or American Music Awards? I don't know.
Gosh, there's so many
One
of
of
them
them,
too.
they don't recognize people of color as
Hmm.
much. That they usually tend to lean towards
Right.
the Anglo
Yeah.
white, right?
Hmm.
So I could see, I definitely back that argument up from the perspective that these recognition events
Yeah.
are really geared to a monolithic looking
Right.
group of artists.
And that you just made me think of The Weeknd, who
Mm,
boycotted the Grammys. And I don't know if he's still
mm.
boycotting
So did
because
Drake, didn't he?
I don't know about Drake, but Drake was usually nominated, I think, in rap categories, maybe album of the
Mm,
year. But uh, The Weeknd boycotted the Grammys because he felt he was being overlooked.
mm,
And he, I guess, would fall into the pop category, right?
hmm
So,
So there's an example over
so
there.
there's an example, but
Right.
there are very few examples.
Mm,
And I think that that's something that has been addressed in the Oscars and the Emmys and all of those other categories for movies, because how many times has a black actor or actress won Best Actor? How
hmm
many times has an Indian artist or an Asian artist
hmm
won Best Actor or
Anyone from
actress?
the diaspora.
You know?
Hmm
So those things are slowly changing, but this clip that I saw really kind of reminded me that as much as things have changed,
hmm
there's still so much room
Oh,
for
yeah.
improvement. And the more I listen to new music now, I'm like,
hmm
there's so many great artists that it's just about the machine behind them. They just don't have that kind of,
Right.
power. They don't have the money and the power to put themselves at the forefront
hmm
of
hmm
everyone's minds.
Yeah.
So
And it's a fickle industry, the entertainment
that
industry,
it
right? I
is.
mean,
Yes.
you mentioned Timothée Chalamet,
Yeah.
and
His ego is getting bigger than his little tiny little frame.
well, but another way to look at it is that's the natural kind of cycle of what happens with
Mm.
stardom.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, your star starts to tarnish,
Mm-hmm.
and it could be something very small.
Mm-hmm.
It could be something that is just out of your control in a way, and that just where people are in the events that are happening around the
Mm.
world. Because I would say I find it kind of interesting that knowing that his mom was a ballerina and knowing that, you know, why did people take his comment that way and jump on it? Why didn't people say, "Oh, I wonder what he meant by that because I know his mom's a ballerina, so why would they assume he was dragging those artists rather than saying, "Oh, I wonder, what he meant by that."
Yeah, I mean, he did catch himself right after, and he said, "Oh,
Mm.
I mean, all due respect to artists in those
Mhm.
industries or whatever." And I just lost 14 seconds of, I don't know, he made some kind of comment after it.
Mm.
But I think it was just the way he was saying it. Like, I want to be in movies. He was talking about the death of the cinema,
Mm.
like theater going and stuff. And yeah, a lot of art organizations like the Met and,
Mm.
they posted about him afterwards. And it's like,
Well, good clicks for them, to draw attention to their cause. And, we like to build people up and we also like to tear them down.
I know. Yeah, I'm a big fan of his, he's a great actor, but when I saw him say that, I was like, ooh, oh, why would you say that?
Maybe poor choice of words.
Probably.
Yeah.
We'll see what he says.
All right. Well, what else have you got there, my dear?
Well, I wanted to also ask you, have you noticed your musical tastes changing or broadening over this year and a half that we've been doing this?
Can't say I have.
Yeah.
I would say if anything, I'm exploring more new music.
Well, that's good. That's something.
Not necessarily genres of music.
Right.
But
okay.
Exploring more new.
Well, what does that mean then? New artists within the pop genre?
Pop? Just things that come up. So, because again, I don't listen to the radio that much.
Right.
Very, very rarely do I listen to the radio.
So where do you get your new music from?
Oh, where do you think? We've talked about this so
Apple
many
Music?
times.
Just like what? Oh, Instagram.
Yeah.
That's so strange to me.
I know. Instagram.
You spend a lot of time on Instagram then.
Of what I consume culture and pop culture from.
Yeah, it's
Instagram is mostly that.
Okay.
And then that steers me to other things. So I'll see something or I'll hear something and then I'm like, ooh, what was that?
Right.
Then I look it up and then I'm like, download.
Right. I do want to, just for the record, say that I do not watch Entertainment Tonight or any of those kind of paparazzi style TMZ or anything. No, I don't watch those things, but I do read Entertainment Weekly because I find that to be
Why did you need to say that?
Because you said something about that earlier, and you said I used to watch Entertainment Weekly, when I was a kid and stuff, and I was like, no, wait a second.
No, you don't watch that? What's wrong with that?
I used to watch it too.
Oh.
I think those are a little bit more sensationalized, it's just a little more paparazzi style. But I don't know because I haven't watched it in 15 years or so.
Right.
That's the end of that rant.
Okay.
Anyways, I, like you, have discovered new artists, but I have yet to, I think, expand my genres.
Okay.
And I would like to do that. I think I'm going to have to try and listen to some, definitely, I love R&B music, but I just don't listen to it a lot. So I'm going to have to listen to some of that and maybe some soul music. Rap is going to be hard for me.
Right.
And rock, like hard rock, I don't know.
I'm just going to go with what gets my groove. What gets me into the groove?
Boy, you got to prove
your love to me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, should we wrap this up? Because we got an art exhibit to go to.
We do. We
art opening.
Get to it. Yeah, we're very excited because we're going to
expand
our own pop culture horizons, our artistic horizons in half an hour.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, little listeners, thanks for tuning in to Life is in the Lyrics. And if you have any thoughts or comments about this episode, what can you do?
You can slide into our DMs on the Insta at The Little Podcast. That's LIITL podcast.
See, that's something you've learned.
I've learned that finally.
Or you can email us at lifeisinthelyrics@gmail.com.
Yes, and don't forget, if you have any comments on the voice, send us a voice note
That's right. All right, see you later, and we'll see you next week.
Ciao, Bella.